All right, here we go. We're going to start looking at probability. So we're going to start with this one scenario, and then we're going to look at a single event and multiple events. So we have a bag of marbles with 3 red, 2 green, 5 blue, and 6 yellow marbles. Okay, so let's start thinking about a single event. So what do you think the probability would be of drawing out a blue marble? Okay, so when we do a single event, we want to do how many of that color? So we said blue, right? So drawing a blue marble. So we will say there's 5 blue, and then we have to put it over how many marbles we have all together. So 5 and 6 is 11, 13 and 3 is 16, right? So I have 16 total. So part over whole. Okay, we've talked about this before when we talked about ratios, part over whole. That's all the probability, basic probability is part over whole. So we have 5 blue out of 16 altogether. Now, fortunately for us, 5 over 16 will not reduce, okay? With probability, you reduce, okay? So keep that in mind too. So, pretty simple concept, right? If I want to draw a blue marble, and this is my scenario, 3 red, 2 green, 5 blue, and 6 yellow, I have a possibility of 5/16 of pulling out a blue marble. Okay, now we can also do a single event with using or. So let's say, what's my probability of drawing out a blue marble, blue marble, or, keyword there, or a red marble. Okay, so when you see or, we're still doing part over whole, like we did up here, part over whole. But with the or, we're going to have to add our 2 probabilities, okay? So the probability of drawing a blue marble, we already figured that out before. That's 5 over 16, right? And then or tells me I'm adding, okay? When you see or, add, okay? Then I'll look back over here. How many red do I have? 3. So then that would be 3 out of 16. Now, when I add, I got a common denominator already. So I just say 5 plus 3 is 8 over 16. Now, this will actually reduce, won't it? So there's a 1/2 shot that I would draw out a blue or a red marble. Make sense? Single events are pretty basic, really basic probability, okay? All right, so let's look at multiple events, okay? Multiple events can be with replacement or without replacement. So let's look at some of those. Let's do with replacement first. Okay, so back to my marbles again. I'm just sticking to the same thing. I'm going to say, what is the probability of drawing a blue marble, replacing it, and then drawing a red marble? Okay, so blue marble, we've already talked about blue marble. It's 5 out of 16. Okay, then we're going to replace it. So the number of marbles is not changing. And then we're going to draw red marble. And we said red marble was 3 out of 16. But in these, instead of adding, I'm going to multiply. Okay, when it's multiple events, that's an and, then that's a multiply. So 5 times 3 is 15. And 16 squared is 256. I got quarantine brain. All right, so the probability of drawing a blue, let me write this out, drawing a blue, replacing, and then drawing a red, okay? So drawing a blue, replacing it, and then drawing a red. The probability is 15 out of 256. I know that sounds crazy, but if you think about it, you have to meet the first probability. You have to draw that blue one and then turn around and draw the green, the red one. If you notice, we got 6 yellow and 2 green in there, and we got the blue, so like the red's chances of getting a red on that second draw, even if you get the blue one on the first one, is slim. All right, now let's look to without replacement. Okay, so same scenario, drawing a blue. Not replacing. And drawing. And then draw red. Okay, drawing a blue, not replacing it, and then draw red. Okay, so drawing a blue, still the same, 5/16, okay? And we're multiplying since it's multiple events. But this time, if I'm not replacing that blue marble, I have one less amount of marbles in the bag, okay? So red, there's 3. Red sitting there, but now I don't have 16 marbles in the bag. I haven't replaced that one blue one I pulled out, so now there's 15 left in the bag. So now that's 15 over 16 times 15 is 240. And I'm pretty sure I can reduce that, right? So 15 divided by 240 is 1/16. Okay, 1/16. Right? So you see the difference. Not replacing it versus replacing it, okay? The only big difference is the amount of marbles in the bag in this case, okay? Now, if it said drawing a blue, not replacing it, and then drawing another blue, then not only would I have to change the bottom number, I'd have to change the top number as well, okay? Because it'd be one less blue. All right.